Hello to my first attempt of recording a video with commentary on top. My name is Guillermo, but here on this corner of the internet you may call me William Ware. As first attempt, I'm going to try to beat a level of Occlude, a game of Occult Solitaire. I've already played the first 3 or 4 levels. I'm now up to Mr. Slab the Butcher, which I've already played a couple of times, but still have no idea of what's going on. So let's see if we can improve on that. Now, Occlude is a game developed by Tributary Games, published by Pantaloon. You can find links to their webpage and the Steam page on the description of this video, if I remember to put them in, which hopefully I will. And basically this is a card solitary game. It's very much like Spider Solitaire with a couple of twists on it. First, let me show you the rules. So it uses a standard 52 card deck. At least I'm playing on classic mode, which is harder. I may change that at some point if it becomes too annoying. As in normal Solitaire Spider, we want to sort all the cards in order to the left. Unlike classic Solitaire, we can start from the aces or from the kings. So from the aces up or the kings down. We can only move one card at a time, and we can stack cards of the same suit, also one higher or one lower. Also there is one space, the purgatory slot, where we can always put one single card. The last card of a suit we place to the left is submitted as final card. And the main objective of this game is, in every game, to find out the right 4 final cards, which will be random. You can mark a card to help you either mark it as final card or as a key to the final card, but this is just a visual reminder. We can always undo, but we cannot undo once we place a card to the left. And finally, and this is the main twist, every different level has a different rule for finding out the final cards. There are 4 coins to the top, and these 4 coins will move to give us some clues, but we need to understand what those clues mean. So hopefully that's more or less clear. I've already gone through 4 levels which have unblocked these 4 artifacts, which contain a bit of lore. But let's just jump into Mr. Slab the Butcher. As you can see, the most I've been able to get is 1 coin, and that was just pure luck. Johannesburg, October 1992. Every level has a bit of a story. Someone who wants to undo something or change something on their life. A single word spoken in anger. That's all it took to shatter her trust in you. You lost so many years with her. Should have apologized. Too stubborn, too stupid. Too late now. There's a remedy though. It will break reality, just a little bit. You find it hard to care. So here we are. 4 coins are at the top. And let's see, as I said, I have no idea at the moment of how the rules of Mr. Slab work. So that moved 2 coins down. I freed at 8. I hit a jack. I moved a 10. That moved 2 coins. What does that mean? No idea. Let's skip and okay, so put in the 7 under the 8, move the coins back. What happens if I go back? Nothing. If I hit the 7, that moves a different coin. That freed the Queen of Diamonds. Now, if I do that, that frees 2 more. Is it counting how many of that suit are available? Right now we have 1, 2, 3 clubs, 1, 2, 3, 4 diamonds. Is that so? 3 clubs will be the 3 of clubs, 4 diamonds would be the 4 of diamonds. 4 of diamonds, where is it? Here. So this is a theory, at least. We should be able to check it if we put the 3 of clubs and see if that works. So let's try to get the 3 of clubs into the foundation and see if that makes the coin happy or unhappy. So, as you can see, being able to stack the cards in both directions and having this purgatory slot actually gives you quite a lot of freedom. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we have 4 diamonds and he's not happy. So that seems wrong. No, but the one that went up is the first one, which could be clubs, and now we only have 1 club. But I don't think we had 3 before. So this theory is not looking very promising at the moment. Now we have the 3rd coin active, which would be hearts. Maybe. In previous levels they have matched with clubs, diamonds, hearts and spades, more or less. Another heart. Now I moved that one and the 4th coin also freed, so that this doesn't seem to be related to spades at all. But there is a spade on the 2nd level, so maybe this is looking at the stacks beyond the 1st card somehow. So that didn't do anything good. I moved this one and the 2nd coin activated. And that killed the 4th coin, that killed spades. So 10 was the final card for spades, and somehow that killed it. In classic mode I cannot undo to see exactly what has happened, so we need to move forward. think of different theories, test them. So the spades coin is still reacting, even though I've already put the 10, which was the final card, in. I've read 3. 3 plus 9 is less than 10. For hearts I have a 9, so maybe it's a 10 or a J or a Q, I don't know. While the other two, we have 6 and we have a lot, 26. Could this be active when the total amount of the cards of the suit is under the final card value? If that's the case, how do we test that? Let's say that's not the case, because now we have 3 and 6 and 8, 17 diamonds, which is too high. No card is value 17 unless they are using a very unusual value. So now this is telling me this is a lock situation. I should undo, but instead I may deal again. Now the rule will be the same, but the final cards will have changed. So no coins active. I move this one and I get the 2 first. The spades and hearts are active now. Hearts 10, spades 6 and a 4, diamonds 4 and a 5. I move this, nothing changes. So I put this one here, 4, 5, 6, 7. Put that here, and that changes everything. Now we have clubs and diamonds. 10, 3, 5, and 4. And that is not the situation of the board, because this doesn't undo that change. So is it related to the movements themselves? How? Why did this deactivate the first coin? And why is this not activating the first coin again? It must be related to getting a card on a stack that has the cards. Okay, so let's try that. Let's think about that. If I do this, I have spades and hearts active. If I do that, they are not set to not active. If I do this, diamonds is active. If I do that, if I do this, they change. If I move a different heart, now clubs and diamonds are active. I need to undo that one. If I move clubs, only diamonds is active. And I just killed hearts. Hearts was the 2 of hearts. Ooh. I should have chosen an easier level for my first video with comments. This activates spades, but if I undo, it doesn't get deactivated. Gonna deal again. Nothing is active. We have 2 queens, a jack, and a 2, so we could actually move quite a lot of cards into the foundation already. Let's see if any of the cards that we can move is the final card. So that will tell us at least if these are related with the final card being available, which I suspect they are not. So the final card was available from the beginning, but the coin was not reacting. Okay, let's keep going with this one. So this activated hearts and spades. We know diamonds are fine now, so this deactivated hearts but kept the spades. Why is diamonds activated again? We know diamonds was the queen of diamonds. Or was it the jack of diamonds? I think it was the jack of diamonds. And there is a jack here. There are 2 jacks here. Or was it the queen of diamonds? So let's say this is related to the same card existing. So jack clubs is active. We have a jack of clubs here. Let's see if this is the final card for jacks, 4 clubs. Let's try to get that sorted quickly like this. And we have killed the game. Well, let's try again. By the way, you may have noticed the audio is awful. I only have this headset with a microphone, which I suspect is not gonna be enough for videos like this, but I have to try. Nothing is reacting, so let's move the 5. That activates hearts. If I move this one, that activates spades. If I move this one, that deactivates spades. If I move this one, that deactivates hearts. This one activates both hearts and spades. This one activates nothing. This one only hearts. There is 1 heart here, 2 hearts, 2 spades. This one activates both hearts. Yeah, both hearts and spades. Same as this one. I'm using 7 of clubs to deactivate everything, get it back to non-position, so to speak. See if I can make sense of this. So the 9 of clubs activates both clubs and diamonds. Seems to me these are always activated in pairs, or most of the time, clubs and diamonds, hearts and spades, but they never seem to mix, I'm not sure. So this one is activating clubs and diamonds. There are no diamonds in the stack. Is it because of these diamonds? Is it because the card is related to those? So this one activates also hearts, clubs and diamonds. Is it the same if I put it here? Yes. And if I put that here, also yes. And I remove these reminders, I don't think these are telling me anything. So if I do this and I do that, now everything is as it was before I moved the 9. So if I move now the 10, now only diamonds gets activated, but no clubs. I'm making no sense of this at all. Okay, let's move to 3, which activates hearts and spades. 6. Now, is the 2 of clubs? No. The 3 of clubs? No. 2 of diamonds. That activated the spades again. That activated diamonds. No. That activated hearts. This activated hearts and spades. This activates clubs and diamonds. Nothing. This is hearts and spades. This is only hearts. And this is only diamonds. Only hearts, only diamonds. Why is the 9 activating diamonds? Now, this 9 also activates diamonds. There is another 9 here. There is another 9 here, so if I get this 9 here, that activates nothing. Also, this position is looking to me as quite bad. How do I... Nah, let's deal again. Nothing is active. 7 of hearts activates hearts. 5 of diamonds activates... 5 of spades activates diamonds. 10 of clubs activates clubs and diamonds. This activates both of those. Now, is that related to the card, to the stack, to cards next to it? If I get this one far from it. So let's remember, 10 of clubs activates both clubs and diamonds when I move it. Or maybe when I free the 9 of spades, it's hard to say. So if I get this out of the way, this still activates both. I'm gonna move this also out of the way. This still activates both. This still activates both. Both diamonds and clubs. Or at least the first coin and the second coin. Maybe I shouldn't be thinking about suits as totally related to the coins. Can I take this one away? Let's take that one away. It's still the same. So the cards to the left are probably related, unless the 5 is one of the things that is activating the fact that there is a 5 here. But that seems so much more complicated than previous rules have been. Now what do I do? I can get 2 and 3, 4 and 5. Is it related to the column somehow? Doesn't seem to be. 2, 4, there are 8 columns. And there are 4 coins. 6 of diamonds activates hearts. 1, 2, 3. Doesn't seem likely. No, because the queen came from the row to the right. Doesn't seem to be that. So the queen activated both these two. This activated hearts. This activates both clubs and diamonds. I feel like I'm overcomplicating this. Hearts and spades. Hearts and spades. Why? Why hearts and spades with that movement? Spades activates hearts. That too. Let's put this the other way around. 4, 6, 7, 4, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Could it be related to the size of the stack you are moving from, maybe? No, because sometimes it's been from a stack of 1. That cannot be the stack you're moving to. No, because Purgatory slot wouldn't make sense. 5, 6, 8. Okay, 3 of spades, 4 of spades. That killed the spades. And the 3 activated spades had left 4 cards here. Maybe that would mean 2 cards for diamonds, and that's not it because we have already put the 2 of diamonds. So no, it's not that. 6 or 7. That left nothing. And Jet activated clubs. Activated clubs. King, Jack, 10 of clubs. 5, 6, 6, 5, 4. 4, 5, 6, 6, 5, 4. Why? Why is this doing that? I'm gonna try to leave only hearts and clubs, and I'm gonna finish spades and diamonds and see if with only 2 suits I can make sense of that. So this one can go, ideally without blocking me. That can go. Queen, 8, 9, 10. Queen, 3, 2, 7, 8. Jack, 10, 9, 8. It was the 8 of diamonds, for what it's worth. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Queen, 8, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So right now, both hearts and diamonds and spades are active. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which works with spades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 3, 6, 9, 11, which would indicate the Jack. So if it's the fact of there is a stack with the number for that suit, this would make sense for spades. That means that if I make this stack 1 lower, diamonds should activate and spades should deactivate. Spades has deactivated, hearts too, which could point to this maybe another 8. Okay, so let's see that as a test. Is the 8 of hearts the final card for hearts? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hearts is happy right now, it's the only one happy. Okay, so that's not it, because right now there is no 8. There is no 8 stack here. It was the 8. It was the 8. I'm saying nonsense. I'm acting as if the last card is the final card, but that's not correct because I didn't do it correctly. So let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's say if the 7 is the final one, but let's keep it for last this time. 2. No, it was the 2. It was the 2. 2, 8, 8, and 4. Well, you can see what happens when you fail. You get different result for the story depending on no coins, 1 to 3 coins or 4 coins. Success. Reality remains unbroken. Such a shame. Reality is a cold, heartless thing, and it deserves a good kicking. You stand at her grave. Ridiculous. You don't know what to say. You never know what to say. Your words are stuck in your throat like pebbles. You say nothing. Even dead, you don't know how to talk to her. Let's try that again. All coins deactivated. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 stacks. If I put this here, now diamonds is active, and now we have at 1, a 3, a 5, a 5. That also activates clubs. But the thing is, this also activates clubs. So this theory is wrong. It's not related to the size of the stacks either. It's not related to that. What am I missing here? But I was not expecting this to take me this long. So I'm gonna have to go for now. But we'll return to this a bit later. Okay, I'm back now. Let's see if I can make some sense of Mr. Slab the Butcher. I wonder if the card itself has some kind of hint. Butcher, splitting maybe. No coins are reacting. Let's see if I move this one. Diamonds. If I do and I move this one, diamonds and clubs. If I move this one, nothing. This one, diamonds. This one, hearts and spades. This one, just hearts. I'm kind of hoping to suddenly see a pattern here, but nothing is immediately becoming clear. So The 9 of spades, moving it, points to clubs and diamonds. The 2 of clubs points to hearts and spades. The 3 of clubs points also to hearts and spades. Let's see. Queen points to clubs and diamonds. 7, 6. Only diamonds now. Nothing. Clubs and diamonds. What is it? Two of diamonds. Hearts, spades. It certainly looks like the coins are working in pairs here. That did nothing. Why that? One, two, three. There are 8 stacks. 4 coins. Three of diamonds. That's nothing. She's good. Four, 5, 6, 9. It was the 9 of clubs. 9 of clubs. 9 of clubs. What is going on here? So finishing this one with the 7 of clubs, activated hearts. Why? Okay, so let's see. Same card, different stacks, does nothing. Different card, different stacks, does nothing. Different card, different stacks, does nothing. This one deactivated. This one deactivated clubs, and it is an 8. Will it activate again if I go with a 9? Yes. Will it activate if I go with a 10? Yes. Does that mean that when you move a card for every suit, if the card is lower than the final card of that suit, it gets deactivated, and if it's the same or higher, it gets activated? If that's the case, then diamonds is less than 8, less than 7, is less than 6, which means that 7 of diamonds is the right card. If I am right about that, then all of this will deactivate diamonds, and all of this will activate it. Will activate them again. But that will be the same, I think, with any other suit. So this will deactivate diamonds, and when I get to the 7, the 6 activated. Is it then 6 of diamonds? Did I count that wrong? No, 7 of diamonds. Yet when I use spades, it moves on to 6. Regarding the coin for spades, when does it move? Never. Never. So, what do I need to do to move spades? Six of hearts. So, 6 of hearts or lower activates spades. 6 of spades or higher activates diamonds. 3, 4. 4 of spades or lower activates hearts. Is it what's between two suits? So how do I activate hearts moving diamonds. Five or lower activates hearts. It's the same with spades. Is then 5 the final card? Let's find out. No. Is it 6? No. 7, 8, 9. It was 9. And 6 of diamonds. And 5 of spades. That felt close. But was it? Let's try again. Mr. Slab. Mr. Slab. Let's see. 10 of hearts activates hearts. 4 of hearts activates hearts and spades. 5 of hearts activates hearts and spades. Okay, I'll take my secret weapon, the notebook, and the pen, and let's try to make some sense of all of this. So, 10 of hearts activates hearts, clubs, diamonds, hearts, spades. 4 of hearts. I better do this in a better way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. J, Q, K. Alright, so 10 of hearts activates hearts. Just very quickly drawing a grid. Hearts activates hearts. 4 of hearts activates hearts and spades. 5 of hearts activates hearts and spades. Hopefully this grid will give me some kind of pattern. 5 of clubs activates hearts and spades. 6 of diamonds, hearts and spades. 3 of clubs, hearts and spades. 9 of clubs, hearts and spades. Is everything just activating hearts and spades now? 8 of diamonds, hearts and spades. Okay, let's move. 2 of clubs, hearts, spades. 7 of diamonds, hearts, spades, 3 of hearts, hearts, spades, 4 of hearts, hearts, spades, 5 of hearts, hearts, spades. It's weird. 8 of diamonds, hearts and spades, 7 of diamonds, 6 of diamonds. Everything is working as per my notes, but nothing is doing anything. 6 of hearts, hearts and spades. Ooh, what else? What else? What else? What else can we do? May need to I may have blocked this in a very bad way, in fact. 2 of clubs, 3 of clubs. Yeah, I've messed this one. Need to do it again. Four of diamonds, hearts and spades. Eight of spades, hearts and spades. Jack of spades, only hearts. Six of clubs, only hearts. 10 of hearts, clubs and diamonds. Three of diamonds, hearts and spades. Four of spades, hearts and spades. Is this gonna indicate like lower than, higher than? Jack of diamonds, clubs and diamonds. Alright, then I'm gonna need to free some space here. Eight of spades, hearts. We need that. In fact, we should try 9 of spades, which is also hearts and spades. 2 of clubs, hearts and spades. All low cards are giving me the same, which has probably always been the case. Which means I'm blind, because that should have been quite more obvious. Let's see, how do... I think I'm gonna need to get the clubs in here. Good. Jack of spades, only hearts, we need that. Queen of hearts, clubs and diamonds. Queen of hearts, clubs and diamonds. 7 of spades, hearts and spades. This, I've also blocked this. Yeah, 8, 9, okay. I can save it. I can save it. I can probably save it. 4, 3, 10, 6, yay. Jack, Jack, Jack. 10, 10. Oh, I can't save it. Don't think I can, at least. Which is weird. Maybe putting the Queen of Hearts into the foundation already has stopped my possibilities, my chances on this one. I'm gonna a new deal. So all the low cards give me the same. All the big cards tend to give me the same. And then there is some space in between where they change apparently. So let's say Jack of Clubs, Clubs and Diamonds. Jack, 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 hit the road, Jack. Jack of Clubs, Clubs and Diamonds. 10 of Clubs, just Diamonds. 7 of Clubs, just Hearts. 6 of Clubs, also Hearts. That's interesting. 5 of Clubs, Hearts and Diamonds. 9, only Diamonds. Where is the 8? The 8 is hidden here. Alright, let's try to put this in there. We need to make sure we have a space. 9 of Diamonds is Club and Diamonds. 10 of Diamonds is Club and Diamonds. Jack of Diamonds is Club and Diamonds. Five of Spades is Hearts and Spades. Now we can make some space for this. 8 of Diamonds, Clubs and Diamonds. 9, 10, yay, Jack. 8 of Clubs, nothing. 8 of Clubs, nothing. It's 8 of Clubs, the final card here. Is this just saying higher, much higher, lower, much lower? It's gonna be that. Yeah. And somehow I couldn't see it. So this is higher than 5, but just a bit higher than 5. So 6 or 7. 8 of Diamonds was still clubs and diamonds. So probably, no, it's lower. So this is a much lower. So it's the 4 or the 3 maybe. Now can I complete this? The 2 of hearts is telling me it should be higher than that. Yeah, it should be 1 or 2 higher. So it's the 3 or the 4 of hearts. And this is the 4 or the 3 of diamonds. And we've said that for clubs it is the 8 of clubs, we know that. And for spades but I don't know right now for spades. 10, yay, in both cases is hearts, which would indicate maybe the queen, I think. So can I make this work now and check if my theory is actually in fact correct? I am, yeah, 3, 8, 9. Maybe not that. 7, 5, 6. Queen, then the 5 won't help me. 9, no. 7, no. 4, 3. How do I unblock this? 5 and 6. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, and queen, jack, 10, 9, not the 8. What is the 2? The 2 is here. Okay, so how do I free this without... Well, I guess it doesn't matter if it's with. Is it the final card? It is. It is. So it's the 3 of diamonds. This should have been a lot more obvious. But you know, sometimes you just don't see it. Okay, so it's the 4 of hearts. It's gonna be that. We now just need to build all of this. With a bit of care, but should be easy enough. There it is. And 6, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, J, queen. Alright, Mr. Slab. Success. 3 out of 4 coins. You got something wrong, which you know is bad news. The doors open, but you didn't go through. It's not the entities who get you though, at least not yet. It's your own people. Haul you away, stand you up in a mockery of a trial. You stand accused of betrayal, sending classified information to the enemy, breaching reality for personal reasons, blah blah blah. It's all true, and you do it again. The castle, the foundation, two sides of the same coin. Far as you're concerned, screw them both. That night, in your cell, you scoop out your eyes. The butcher waits in the shadows. He nods his approval and begins to cut. Each incision is a kiss from a god. It's not until you are fully dismantled, each piece alive in numb glory, that you finally feel right. So not the happiest of endings for that one. But let's see what happens when we get the 4 coins. Which should now be very easy. Yes, it is the queen. It's never great when it's the queen. So hearts on spades, that indicates that it should be higher. So it's actually quite higher than an 8. So it's probably at least a jack. It's still higher than jack. So it is the queen, so we have 2 queens. I was just saying how it's not great when it's the queen, and now I have to. It's much bigger than the 2 of diamonds. Let's see, hearts. It is the 9. 9 of hearts. So we can at least do this. And that. And that. It's not the 2, so that's okay. Diamonds. Do we know for diamonds what it is? We said it should be. Haven't. Queen, 9, but for diamonds I don't know. I feel like I've seen it, but I don't know it right now. This is not going to work, is it? 9, 9. So for diamonds is bigger than a 9. It's bigger than a J. Bigger. No, it's lower than a 9. So it's less than 6 or less, I think. Let's get the 2 in here. Eight, 7. Oh, that's a mistake. Those are not in order right now. 4. I need to get to the 3s. But if I get that 3, that only gets me the 6, and I'm gonna be blocked. How do I get the 4 out of here? I guess I just get it. Nine and 8 gives me the 5, which gives me the 6, which is not good enough. This jack, we're saying that it's much lower. Clubs and diamonds, much lower than jack, so I can put that here. do this, that. That doesn't help me one bit. This here and this here, but I don't know, it could be the 3. Can't remember what the 2 was saying. I think it was much higher than 2, but I don't remember. Do I risk it? I don't want to risk it. How do I get what I need here? 10, 9, 8. Do that. Can check here. It's a heart, so it's higher than a 4. Which means I can get the 3 in. But that's not gonna help me. Not like this. Now I can get 3. I'm still blocking this, and now I have now messed this up. Not yet? No, not yet, but only because I can always get the Queen of Spades in. And of course, lose the coin, which is kind of defeats the purpose of this. Yeah, new deal. Notebook and pen have done their job. I can now focus. So is it this 2? No. So it's also not the 3. The Queen? Nope. That Queen? No. Good. Much better. It's the 6? No. Oh, close to the 10. So hearts and spades indicate lower, right? Hearts and spades indicate higher than a 10 by 1 or 2. So it is the Jack or Queen of Hearts. 2, 3, and 4 can go in. Ooh, what else? 5. Nah, much lower. Clubs and diamonds, much lower than 5. So it has to be the 2. I think if it was the 3, it would be just 1 coin. Alright, so hearts and spades. For diamonds, do you have any idea? It's a bit higher than the 4. So that's a 5 or a 6. Is it the 5? No, it is the 6. It's not the Jack of Hearts, it's the Queen of Hearts. We are just missing now the clubs. Jack of Clubs. So now we just need to manage to get this into the correct position, which is looking much better this time, I have to say. Eight. Nah. What is the 2? There's 1, 2. What is the other 2? I'm missing the 2 of spades, right? Huh, no, the 2 of spades I cannot put in, because that would be bad. So instead, 10, 4, 3, 9, 8, 5, 6, 7, 10, and 2 more spaces are freed. 9 and 8, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 7. First final card is correct. Second final card is correct. Two, 3, 4, 5. Not you. 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. Third final card is correct. Finally, Jack. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2 of spades. And that's Mr. Slab the Butcher defeated. Success. Years you worked for the 5th Foundation, yet a part of you never believed a simple card game could break reality until today. Today you quit retroactively. Photos on the wall show us history that never happened. Graduations, birthdays, holidays you missed while chasing the Foundation's dreams. But something's wrong. She is still not here. Memories flood your mind, a million memories from a million timelines. In every one, she deteriorates. She remembers too much. A father who wasn't there, yet was. A life that was better without you, yet wasn't. You remember finding her body in a million different ways, a million different methods, but the note is always the same. The world is a broken machine. And that unlocks another entry of the archive. Distribution, Council of 6 only. And me, November 12, 1994, the 5th Foundation. Security breach assessment. Before his capture, Thomas Venter transmitted partial data to Castle operatives in an attempt to sabotage Project Babylon's early development. Analysis indicates that Venter's personal trauma regarding his estranged daughter's diagnosis led to compromised judgment. His defection represents the most significant security breach in the 5th Foundation history. Venter has been subjected to extensive Nepenthe treatment but continues experiencing timeline eco-trauma related to his daughter's multiple death iterations. Pretty sure you weren't his priority, dipshits. Our recommendation is that he remains in Foundation custody indefinitely for his own safety and ours. Despite this setback, Project Babylon remains viable on an extended timeline. 30 years, and we're still waiting. Temporal alteration parameters revised. Upon successful implementation of Babylon, the following historical parameters will be altered. The order of the beleaguered castle will have been founded with a dual mandate of both containment and control utilization of ritual games such as Occlude. Think bigger. Project Mnemosyne will never have progressed beyond theoretical stage, preventing the development of Nipensia. Boring. The fifth foundation will be a research wing of the Order, rather than a rival organization. Who cares? Thomas Venter will not have been recruited to our African Operations Division. These revisions will create a unified temporal authority with the Foundation's values at its core. Petty match. Ethical considerations. While the Council maintains commitment to democratizing temporal access, Venter's experience necessitated ethical reassessment. His traumatic exposure to multiple slightly different something of his daughter's suicide across, at a conservative estimate, millions of timelines, underscores the profound risks of personal temporal manipulations. You think? Something Babylon proceeds with enhanced ethical oversight under the new Ethics Directorate, but that's... Foundation's core mission remains unchanged. Humanity deserves access to its full temporal albeit with greater safeguards than initially conceived. Not on my watch. And then a couple of things that seem like hints for maybe a later one, a later level. If we take a look at the previous ones, reverse the past to ask a question. The questioner answers based on the card you hold. Even? Pick up a card to get an answer. Odd. Is this your card? I'm guessing all of these are going to be related to a later stage. Okay, so in the next one, if I feel like it, I'll go against the punch card, which seems to be the second to last level. Hopefully it won't take me as long to find. I hope you have enjoyed this. If you've liked it, well, there's a button for that. And we'll see you later.